Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, since it's the beginning of December and Christmas is right around the corner, I wanted to start doing Christmas looks. I think I'm going to try to do a Christmas look once a week. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. Anything that I use will be listed down in the description box below. If you'd like to see how I do this, then keep on watching. So I did my left eye off camera and I can't tell you how cute this is. Like, I am so excited for this. I thought of this look yesterday when I was like trying to plan for today's video, and like I just thought of this idea because Christmas, you know, like I said in the intro, like Christmas is coming. It's like right around the corner. So I know people are going to want to start doing Christmas looks, and I thought of this one yesterday and thought the pop of glitter like on the cut crease would make it pop, and I'm just so excited to finish it because I have other ideas to add to it that I think I'll make it look so cute. I'm just so excited. I'm going to be using one palette for this. I'm going to be using the Morphe and James Charles palette, and I'm really only going to be using like 1 or 2 shades out of this. So I'm going to try to make it very simple and like limited products. Been using tape a lot lately. I'm not really for sure why. I don't know if it's just because it's easier to clean up. I'm not taking a wipe and like cleaning up and making a sharp line, or if it's really just better to use the tape, but I've just been using a lot of tape. So for this to help make that really sharp line, I'm going to use tape. Starting off with a Morphe blending brush. This brush is kind of tapered, so it makes it really easy to get into the crease with these shades, especially when it comes to a cut crease. I'm going into the shade Daddy. Because I'm wanting to have this green shade above the red, I am going to use the tapered part of this brush and kind of brush into the inner corner. But I don't like a lot of product right in here. I like when my eyes look really cat-like, so I try to make the inner corner as thin as possible. So I'm going like straight into this waterline, like corner area. I don't really know what you would call it. And then just going right back out. So I'm not blending too much up in this inner corner area. I just want to get some of that green into that inner corner above where the cut crease is going to be at. So something I just recently found out. So I am into true crime, like I'm sure a lot of other people are. I listen to true crime podcasts. I watch YouTube documentaries. I watch YouTube, like people that do like talk about true crime and like just tell you stories about true crime and like serial killers and stuff like that, and mystery cases, stuff like that. So I am very interested in stuff like that, and I like listening to it. Well, one of my favorite YouTubers, her name is Bellalash. If you do not know who I'm talking about, you really need to look her up. She does murder mystery and makeup, and it's like a really popular, at least like because I'm into it, I guess. It's a really popular true crime, and she does makeup while she tells like these true crime stories, and I just love her, and she's my favorite YouTuber. She does murder mystery every other week, so she just posted this past Monday. So I'm filming this, you won't see this until Saturday, but I'm filming this on a Tuesday. So she uploaded her murder mystery yesterday. So she just announced that she is doing, I think it's her first collab. Like, I don't think she's ever collabed with any makeup brands. She just announced that she's collaborating with Milk Cosmetics. I don't know if I've ever heard of Milk Cosmetics, which is kind of crazy because I'm like watching makeup videos and like doing makeup all the time. So like I don't know how I haven't heard of them, but she is collabing with Milk Cosmetics and doing her own line of makeup. She's doing an eyeshadow palette. She's got like I think 4 lipsticks. She's got I think it's like 2 to 4 liquid lipsticks. She's doing 2 gel liners, 2 glitter liners. She's got her own bag, like makeup bag. I'm trying to think of what else she's gotten in the bundle. I think that's it. I think that's everything. She just announced all of it and like explained all of it in her most recent video. So if you want to know what she's doing, you can look at her recent video and she tells you all about it. It's releasing December 4th. So like soon is being released, and I'm so excited. I'm hoping that I can get some stuff for Christmas because I don't have the money to spend on it myself, but I'm really hoping that I can get some of her makeup for Christmas and I can try it out, which of course it won't be until like the new year when I try that out, because like it'll be right after Christmas and all the holidays and stuff, so I probably will be filming ahead on those weekends and weeks and stuff, so I probably won't be trying anything new until the new year. But I'm hoping that I can get my hands on like at least 1 or 2 items in the bundle, and I'm just so excited because like she is my favorite YouTuber. Like her makeup is all, and she does like more like a vampy style makeup. Like she used to be a makeup artist. I think she used to work at Sephora. She talks about it all the time, so I'm pretty sure she used to work at Sephora. So she's a makeup artist, so like she does her makeup while she's doing her YouTube videos. And I think before she did Murder Mystery, she would upload just like regular makeup videos. She didn't really become super popular until she started doing Murder Mystery, and I think she's been doing Murder Mystery for like, it has to be going on like 3 or 4 years now. I've watched every single one because I love her videos and I love the way she tells her stories. So I'm just surprised. She's got like 3 million followers, okay, or subscribers. Like she's super duper popular, and like it's crazy how much she's grown since she started doing Murder Mystery. So I don't know how popular her other videos are. She has started recently, well, I say recently, it's been about 2 years now. I think she's on her 3rd season of it, but she does dark history as well, which is also really fascinating, where she dives into like, it's not conspiracy theories because she actually like does research in it, and like, you know, she proves it. I mean, I guess, I think she has like, she has a team that like does the research for her, and like she helps write the scripts and everything. So like it's fact based, and she just adds her own like opinions and like views on stuff. But she does dark history, where she like basically calls out like these big companies and like really bad things that have happened in history, and like she just tells the story about it, and like it's really, really fascinating. So definitely, if you don't know who I'm talking about, go check her out. I'll put her name in the description because like she has a really interesting name. I feel like I've never heard it like anything similar to it, like Syrian, so that way like you get the spelling right. But she does Murder Mystery and makeup, so I'm super excited about her collab, because I don't think she's ever collabed with anybody, and I don't know how, because she wears makeup all the time. Like her makeup always looks on point in her videos, even on the dark history. Murder Mystery, she's doing her makeup. It's literally called Murder Mystery and Makeup. And then like all the rest of her videos are makeup. Like, so like I don't know why she hasn't done a collab, and why she hasn't been like, I don't know if she just hasn't wanted to do it or whatever, but the way she talks is that it's like a dream come true to do a makeup collab. So I'm not really for sure why she hasn't done one before, because she's just so popular on YouTube, and like she's got 3 million subscribers. Like I don't get it. That's like a really big following on YouTube. So I've probably done like 2 or 3 layers of this green because I want it to be really, really green. I just feel like it kind of shears out when you blend it out. So I'm just making sure I have a really good solid green color in here. Taking a small Morphe blending brush, I'm going to go into the shade Spooky, which is this palette's black shade, and I'm just going to darken that green up just a little bit. This is just going to give it a little bit more depth on that outer corner. And I am bringing this black into the inner corner just a little bit, similar to what I did with the green. This is just going to give it a really good contrast to the red that I'm going to be putting on in the cut crease. Don't worry too much about the inner lid, because I'm just going to take some micellar water. You can take a wipe as well if you prefer to use wipes. I like using Q-tips and some micellar water because it's easier. It's a little bit more precise, so I'm going to use that to clean everything up. But in her collab, if you don't want to look it up, she's doing, she's like I said, her style of makeup is like really vampy. She likes matte colors. She is doing like a glitter liner, so she likes adding glitter in some stuff, but she is really matte based. Most of the looks she creates are matte and really just dark and like more grungy style, I feel like, if that's like the easiest way to explain it. So a lot of her stuff, like her whole palette, she says that she just wanted to create something, and I mean, I know a lot of people say this, you know, they want to create something that they've never seen. Like she created the palette specifically for herself, because she never sees anything like that, and of course she knows her subscribers and the people that do makeup are probably going to like similar things to her. So she made a palette that she feels like she's not seen, with colors and like a color theory that she hasn't seen before. So it's got some really cool colors. There's like a really pretty, it's like a green shade, but it's like a greenish yellow shade. So it's like very similar to like army green, but it has a little bit more of a yellow shade in it. I thought that one was really interesting, and then it's just got a lot of other cool, interesting colors in it. And then like her lipsticks, so the way she explained her lipsticks, and then like her liquid lipsticks. So like the lipsticks, you put them on, and then like the lip, I think they're just liquid lipsticks. I'm not for sure if they're toppers or whatever, but you can like layer them and it will help like lighten or like change the way your lips look, like the color of them. So like instead of just having like a plain color on your lip, you can add like a little bit more depth on your lip with those liquid lipsticks. And I think that's really interesting. And like the shades of the lipsticks are super pretty. There's like a burgundy, there's like a nice pink shade. I think there's like a purple shade, like a deep purple, like a plum, I guess would be what that's called. And they're all, if you know the stories that she tells, if you don't, you may not understand the references, but she named them all after poisons, and I think that is so cool. Now that I have the green kind of blended out the way I like it, I'm gonna get a Q-tip, and this is the micellar water that I'm using. Any kind of makeup remover will work. This is just what I have, what I like to use. And I'm just gonna clean up that lid a little bit. And this is where I'm gonna kind of make the shape of the cut crease with the Q-tip. That way I kind of have an idea of where I wanna put this concealer, and I can just kind of clean it up. If you have deeper set eyes, you'll wanna go again a little bit above your crease, so that way the color that you're putting in your cut crease isn't hidden by your crease when you like keep your eyes open, if that makes any sense. To cut my crease, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW15. Every time I do this on camera, I always mess up the shape, so if I'm like not talking at any point, that's why. I just mess it up every time because I'm trying to talk. But I'm using a flat Morphe eyeshadow brush, and it's just really tapered, so it makes it really easy to just get right up against that eyeshadow and make really nice lines. When it comes to cut creases, I like taking the brush up against the line, like the top of where I want that cut crease to be at, and then I like to go down and then going right next to it, then down. I feel like that creates a good line and makes it nice and clean and straight. I am going to add another layer just to make sure that it's nice and concealed. Now for the red shade, I'm going to be using the Morphe Metallic Eyeshadow in the shade Fuego. I got these like last year. It came in a pack of 3. So I've got the red shade, the green shade, and like a gold shade. I didn't use them very much last year, so I'm going to try and use them a lot more this year because they're very, very pretty. And they're very pigmented, which, I mean, I say they're very pigmented. You do have to add a thick layer. If you add a thick layer of them, which I think is how you're supposed to apply it, because it has an applicator in here, it's definitely like really pretty. But if you try to add it with a brush, it does kind of shear out. So it really just depends on what equipment you're using. I learned with this one that it's just easier to use the applicator and then use a brush to kind of do the like lines, like where the cut crease is, and that makes it really pop. So I am just going to go straight in, lay the majority of this on my lid. And then I'm going to use that same brush that I use with my concealer. I cleaned it off. I'm running out of brushes because I need to clean my brushes. And I'm just going to use this to kind of smear it out. And I do the same thing with the eyeshadow when it comes to making that nice line. I like to take it up to the top and then swipe down. Now, since I have the majority of the color on there, I'm going to take the brush, just kind of pick up some of the product, and really create these lines up against that cut crease. The way this color really fills this entire space up. So since we are putting glitter on the cut crease, don't worry too much if you really just like, if you're not good at doing cut creases, because I'm still trying to perfect the cut crease. It's not an easy thing to do. But if you're still struggling with making like straight lines and like clean lines, don't worry too much about it, because the glitter that we're putting will cover up any imperfections. So that's kind of like a trick I've learned to kind of cover up my imperfections when it comes to making cut creases, is to put something on that line, whether it be like a liner, whether it be glitter, whether it be like just another shade, I don't know, anything like that. Like it will cover up that imperfection of like that really like messed up line. So if you like can't just can't get the concealer straight or whatever, like doing something like that until you're better at it will kind of hide the imperfections. It's a little trick that I like to do because I'm not the best at cut creases yet. Like I said, when I was putting the concealer on, like I always mess up the line because I'm wanting to talk while I'm doing it. The same goes with the eyeshadow. It's just not an easy thing to do and it takes practice. So just adding those little bitty details in there will help kind of conceal those imperfections until you just get better at it. With practice, you'll get better. So don't worry too much about being completely perfect at it, because trust me, I used to be god awful at it. And just the more I did it, I learned what techniques worked best for me. That's why I learned the whole like down. It just works better for me because I know some people swipe the concealer. I just don't feel like that works good for me. So you'll learn what works best for you. I think that's about the color that I want. So now it's on to the glitter. Before I do any glitter, I am going to take some of that Daddy shade from the Morphe and James Charles palette. And I'm just going to use this to blend that red out just a little bit. That way it's a little bit more seamless transitioning into the green. When I say a little bit, I'm just like lightly tapping it because I don't want to disturb the red. Now for the glitter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Glitter. And I use this one a lot, but it's like my favorite one to use. It's called Crystal Cave. Now I like to put it in the cap just so I have some to work with instead of working with the whole container. For the glue that I'm using, it's hard candy glitter stay. The brush I'm using is a 213 brush. This is just a really fine brush because I want a really thin line of glitter. So I'm going to go right on top of that line that is made between the red and the green. And I'm just gonna kind of tap this glue on. I'm picking up the glitter with the brush. I'm gonna do the same thing and just kind of tap this on. I'm sorry if you're not able to see this on camera. I'm gonna have to get into the lighting just right for you to see it. I'm gonna add a couple layers. I don't want a thick line of glitter, but I want it to be nice and glittery. So I wanna do a thick layer of glitter. I just wanna make sure it's showing up. So that is it for the lid. I'm gonna go off camera and do my base and then I'll be back to finish the whole look. I'm back. I already finished my left eye so you can see what the completed look will look like. I'm gonna show you how I do it on the other eye. For under the eye, I thought using red would make it, the red and like the green pop and give it a nice, really pretty under eye. So the shade I'm using is called You're Kidding from the Morphe and James Charles palette. And I'm gonna be using a Bellalash brush. I'm gonna blend this underneath of my waterline. I also tightlined with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean. I'm not for sure what the shade was for my waterline, but I used a red. So after I blend this under eye, I will look really quick. For my waterline, I used the NYX Professional Makeup Vivid Brights eyeliner in the shade She Bang. For mascara, I used the Benefit Their Real Mascara. For my inner corner, I wanted to add more glitter, so I'm going to be using the same glitter that I used for my cut crease and the same glue. I'm going to use the same 213 brush as well. I'm going to stick that glue on the inner corner. Normally where I would put highlighter, I just want to use glitter instead. That way I'm staying on the theme of silver glitter. To continue with the silver, for highlighter, I'm going to use the Nikki Tutorials Highlighter Trio. And I'm going to use the shade Glazed Donut. This is a nice silver shade. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. I'm going to go ahead and use my finger for my nose since I normally use my 213 brush. But because I use that with glue, I don't want to put the glue on my nose. Taking a 510 brush, I'm going to dust this on my cheekbone, my highlighted point of my forehead, on my chin, and on my Cupid's bow. That is everything for the face, so I'm going to set it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. Now for lips, I've been really liking the liner and then like a gloss, so I'm going to continue with that, but I want more of like a red lip to a gloss, so I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Rosewood. It's got a nice red shade in it. I'm just going to fill in the outer corners. Then for lip gloss, I'm not really for sure where this came from. It is like a Harry Potter lip gloss. It looks like this. It's just a clear gloss. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time.